I'm gonna in this video I'm gonna make my case as to why I think the market has stopped going down for at least the next 3 days. 3 days. And yeah, it has just several points to make my case. So yeah, I'm just gonna begin. The first reason why I think the market is not gonna go down is mainly the daily chart of the SPY. We have the SPY here, and this is the SPY, and this is the daily chart. And for I just want to. The reason I don't think the market is gonna go down anymore for the next 3 days is because of this massive anomaly, this massive candle right here that looks really, really strange. And it's strange because it's such a huge spread. Like, look at that. Look at how big that spread is. It's all the way from 522 to 496. So it went 25 points, 25 dollars. It's so big. Yeah, look at the volume. Look at the volume on this thing. It went so much down. The volume is only this tiny. And what this says is that buyers who were supposed to buy here, here, here as it went down, they just decided they're not gonna buy today. And I don't know. Like, I try to look at the news, and I don't really know what caused all these buyers to decide that they're not gonna buy today, but they didn't come in today, and that means that there's a lot of people who normally would have bought, who now have a lot of money in their hands coming into tomorrow, and we're gonna have a lot of extra buyers tomorrow. So I don't I don't like I find it very, very difficult to believe that the market will continue going down because of all these extra buyers that are just waiting, they're holding. I mean, they might not come in tomorrow. They might not come in. They might come in the day after tomorrow, but eventually they will come in. And I feel like at worst, we will not keep going down. We will not keep going down. Instead, we'll just go sideways for tomorrow and the day after tomorrow. And at best, we might even take out this high. So, first of all, let me show you what happened today. This is the 1 minute chart of the SPY, and this is today. Like, for some reason, the buyers just would not buy today, and that's why we kept doing these head and shoulders. Like, one left shoulder, head, right shoulder, and then fall, and then another left shoulder, head, right shoulder, and then fall. And then we did another left shoulder, head, right shoulder, and then fall. And these head and shoulder patterns, they only appear when the buyers are extremely weak. And that's why we kept doing that. And I don't really know why the buyers decided today that they're not going to come in and they're not going to buy, but that's what happened. So I think tomorrow there's going to be a lot of there's gonna a lot of surplus buyers. I don't know what the news is gonna be tomorrow, but I'm pretty sure that there's all these surplus buyers are gonna come in, and we're gonna see some upward moves. And the second reason I think that we're gonna go up is because of the put-call ratio. Look at that. We've had, like, for the last 4 days, we've had above 1 put-call ratios. Like, this was Thursday of last week. We had a 1.05 put-call ratio. And then Friday of last week we had a 1.08 put call ratio. And then Monday to this week we had a 9.5 put call ratio. And this week, today, we had a 1.03 put call ratio. And that sets up, that means a lot of people are shorting right now and have short positions. And so basically, there's a lot of people who could potentially cover tomorrow. And when they cover tomorrow, we're gonna see some upward moves. Like we're gonna go up a little bit at least when they cover tomorrow. And in combination with the fact that there's all these extra buyers, like in combination with the fact that there's all these extra buyers coming into tomorrow, we could see some big moves up. And the last thing I want to mention is that, like, if you look at the daily of the SPY, we have stopping anomalies here. We have what is called stopping anomalies today, yesterday, on Friday and yesterday, with very, very high volume. And when they go down this little with the volume that is this high, and then they basically when this one they just like we just went sideways for a volume that is this high. What that means is that there's a lot of buyers who are coming in. There's a lot of sellers who are selling into the buyers and replenishing the buyer base, creating a buyer wall. Well, what it means. What it means is that there's just. What was I gonna say? It means that there's a lot of buyers who are looking forward to continue buying because of all the selling that's happening and creating more and more buyers. Every time someone sells right here, there's more buyers being replenished. But when you sell, you give money to someone, and that means that someone out there has a lot of money, and there are future buyers. The same thing here. Like if you sell here, and the volume is this high, that means is that there's someone out there who has a lot of money, and that means there's additional buyers. So when you look at the strength of the buyer wall here, the strength of the buyer wall on these 2 days, with the fact that there's high volume, so there's a strong buyer wall. And when you look at the fact that we went down tremendously on low volume, which means is that there's even more extra buyers. And tomorrow, like, based on these 3 candles and the volume on these 3 candles, we could see a big rally, potentially, because of the sheer amount of buyers there are here. Like, we have all these, we have this massive selling that created this massive buyer wall, because this is not a big spread candle, and this is not a big spread candle, and we have even more of high volume, which indicates that there's a buyer wall. I mean, there's a lot of people willing to buy, and then we have this big candle with such little volume, which indicates that there's a lot of buyers, even more buyers. Like, if this candle was this long and the sellers and the volume was like right around here, then I would say this is a normal candle and that we don't have a lot of buyers. But all these 3 candles, basically what I'm saying is these 3 candles here, here, and here, they all show that there's a lot of buyers waiting to come in. And I don't know when they're gonna come in, but I feel like they're gonna come in this week. And if the sellers are still strong, they're gonna be met with a lot of buyers, and at very least we're just gonna go sideways for the whole rest of the week. At the worst. And at the best, we could see a big rally. So, That's what I think. So tomorrow, my strategy will be to I'm gonna look for buying setups. I'm gonna look for opportunities to long. And basically, my idea is that this is a 5 minute of the SPY, by the way. My strategy will be to uh, I'm gonna look for double bottoms. See, one bottom, second bottom, and I'm gonna look to long that. I'm gonna look for uh, inverse head and shoulders with right shoulder being this is the left shoulder head, right shoulder, and I'm gonna look for a low volume here, low volume here, and low volume here. I'm gonna long that. I'm gonna look for falling wedges with the lower and lower volume. I'm gonna try to long that as well. I so that's my strategy. I don't think I mean like yeah it is true that this could just be beginning of the selling. I mean, if you look at the bear market of 2022 to begin at 2022, the selling was pretty severe. I mean, look at that. It was 192, and for many days there was 192. And today we just began the selling. We just started with a 250. Yesterday was 250, and today is 150. So we could have more selling, but we do have a lot of buyers that are coming in tomorrow. So based on that idea, I'm gonna look for long setups tomorrow, and that's basically what I'm trying to say for the whole video. So basically, another thing. So let me reiterate. Let me try to explain this. When the price goes sideways, basically this is sideways. This is sideways on high volume. That's a stopping anomaly. That means that people are selling into a lot of strength, and every time someone sells, he becomes a future. The money that he sells with, that he gains, becomes a future buyer. So that means whenever these big sideways candles happen with high volume, that means it's a sign that there's a lot more buyers. So when there's another big anomaly, this time of a different type, a big spread down with a big, very low volume, that means that there's a lot more. That's a different type of sign that there's a lot more buyers. So that's basically what I think. There's a lot more buyers tomorrow. I mean, okay, I think that's it.